it's so disappointing, isn't it? You know what I do when I'm sitting in a darkened theater, just waiting for the show to begin? I pray. Oh dear God, please let it be a good show. And let it be short. Oh Lord in heaven, please. 2 hours is fine, but 3 hours is just asking way too much of me. And keep the actors out of the audience. God, I didn't pay good money to have the fourth wall come crashing down around my ears. I just want a story and a few good songs that will take me away. I just want to be entertained. I mean, isn't that the point? Amen. You know, there was a time when people sat in darkened theaters and they thought to themselves, what if George and Ira Gershwin got for us tonight? Or can Cole Porter really pull it off again? You see, now it's just, please, Elton John, must we continue this charade? It used to be, sitting there in the dark, you knew that when the show began, you'd be taken to another world. A world full of color and music and glamour. And you thought to yourself, my God, when are they going to bring up these lights? Hello, how are we today? I'm feeling a little bit blue myself. You know, a little anxious for no particular reason. A little sad that I should feel anxious at this age, to be honest. You know, just a little self-conscious anxiety resulting in non-specific sadness. A state that I call blue. So anyway, whenever I'm feeling this way, blue, I like to listen to my music. So I was going through my records this morning. Yes, records. And I was about to put on the soundtrack recording of Meredith Wilson's The Music Man. I had a craving for a young Ronnie Howard. But then I said no. Let's have a treat. Let's disappear for a while into the decadent world of the 1920s, where the champagne flowed while the caviar chilled, and all the world was a party. Well, for the wealthy, anyway. So I did a ballot. And what did I find? But one of my favorite shows, Gable and Stein's The Drowsy Chaperone. Remember? Music by Julie Gable, lyrics by Cindy Stein. It's a 2-record set, remastered from the original edition made in 1928. This one has a full cast with all the original characters, including Beatrice Stockwell as the chaperone. Isn't she elegant? And this is a full 15 years before she became Dame Beatrice Stockwell. Can you believe it? Let me read to you what it says on the back. It says, mix-ups, mayhem, and gay wedding. Well, of course, the phrase gay wedding has a different meaning now, doesn't it? But back then it just meant fun. And that's exactly what this show is. Fun. So would you indulge me? Would you let me play the record for you now? Oh, I was hoping you would say yes. You hear that static? I love that sound. To me, it's the sound of a time machine starting up. All right now, let's visualize. Imagine if you will. It's November 1928. You've just arrived at the doors of the Morosco Theater in New York. It's very cold outside. Remember when it used to be cold outside in November? Not anymore. November's the new August now. Global warming's coming in. Well, we're all doomed. Anyway, it's very cold outside and a heavy gray sleet is falling from the sky. But you don't care because you're going to see a Broadway show. Listen. It helps if you close your eyes. Overtures. Overtures are out of style now, I miss them. It's a show's way of welcoming you. Hello, welcome. The meal will be served shortly, but in the meantime, would you like an appetizer? That's what an overture is. A musical appetizer. A poo-poo platter of tunes, if you will. Something new. What could it be? Sounds like a dance tune. Kind of frolic. Maybe involving pirates. Don't worry, there are no pirates in this show. Now, the moment when the music starts to build, and you know you're only seconds away from being transported. The curtain is opening. I can't wait.
No.
How do I look?
You look radiant, madam.
Oh, I do love this dress so. It never goes out of style.
It's a miracle, madam.
My dress, my fancy dress. I don't know why I'm wearing it, I must confess. My dress, I love my dress. But someone tell me why I put it on.
Yes, your dress, your fancy dress. 'Twas such a pleasure airing it, restitching and repairing it. God bless your dress, it's one fine dress. And I will tell you why you put it on. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime. Madam, you're the hostess and it's happy wedding time. Wedding bells will ding, wedding bells will dong. Wedding bells will ding and ding and we will ding along. Dress, your fancy dress. We're very, very glad you put it on. Wedding guests have come, wedding guests are here. Wedding guests are at the door and soon they will appear. I'm Robert, the bridegroom. I'm here to marry Jenny. The star of Belgian stars whom I love a lot.
I'm George, that's George, it's best man George. I'm honored to be doing what I'm best man thought. Oh, this is talk,
through this record as best as I can. Don't worry, it won't be too difficult to follow. So we begin with a welcome from the love-struck group.
Now, I'd like to thank you all for coming. Why, who would have thought that I, Robert Martin, would have the pleasure of marrying the glamorous showgirl, and that she would be willing to marry me, Robert Martin. Now, if it weren't for prohibition, I'd say let's raise a glass.
You're here.
To Miss Janet Van de Graaff, the most beautiful girl in the world.
Absolutely not.
Excuse me?
The groom mustn't see his bride with wedding. It's natural.
I hope you heard that, because that's a plot. Well, basically, hang on for the ride.
Breakfast will be served in the Arabian room. Now,
Say, isn't it a little early to be drinking?
I don't understand the question.
Look, you're the chaperone, which means you have one job. Keep him away from her.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh, Robert, who's my little monkey?
I am your little monkey.
So the bride and groom are whisked away, and we turn our attention to the B plot, which involves the producer.
Mr. Felton!
Getting married and leaving show business.
Mr. Felton!
Don't you know I got obligations?
Mr. Felton, I can see you're being late. You said so yourself. I'm useless in the chorus.
Kitty, for the last time, you ain't got what it takes.
But I've been taking lessons. Singing, acting, ballet.
Ballet?
I'm really good too. Last week I auditioned for Swan Lake.
A little annotation here. Kitty and Feldzig were a couple in real life. Jack and Sadie Adler. Now this is a familiar comic construct. A stupid woman and her long-suffering companion. Or at least she appears stupid, but by the end she does something clever that makes everyone wonder whether it was all just an act. The irony here is that Sadie actually was quite stupid. Jack had to explain all the jokes to her, apparently, but still, she had a wonderful career on the stage. At that time, the theater was the only place where stupid people could earn a decent living. This was before television, of course.
Kitty, I'm not time for this.
Up in tea for Mr. Felzig?
Not now.
Perhaps a nice buffet.
Boys, I'm not hungry.
Then perhaps we could give you something else to chew on. Yeah, something that ain't food.
What?
Your confusion is to be expected. Although we stand before you in the guise of innocent pastry chefs, we are also primarily employees of a certain individual.
A certain individual?
Who happens to be the largest single investor in Felzig's Fallings.
What?
He has sent us here to express his concern about Mrs. Van de Graaff's impending nuptials.
Specifically.
That if she is to be married and leave the show, then there ain't no show.
Say, don't I know you? Hey, have you ever spent any time in Toledo?
Have you ever spent any time in a coma?
No, but I have a cousin in Seattle.
Kitty, boys, J Boss, the wedding is not going to happen. You have my word.
To back on that word would be a recipe for disaster. Now, I hope we've made ourselves perfectly eclair. You must got to be kidding me.
Trifle much?
Don't talk to me!
Drop that picture for tea now.
Alas, we can nosh. We're on the lamb. Lamb's an entree, you macaroon!
The gangsters were played by interchangeable vaudeville duo, the Tall Brothers, John and Peter Tall. Of course, they were born Abram and Mendel Maslokovics, but were renamed at Ellis Island by a sarcastic immigration official. They were an early example of a typical Broadway gangster, full of stylized movements and wordplay, but not very intimidating. Unless, of course, you find dancers intimidating. Which I do, but for reasons that would not be appropriate to this situation.
We'll leave the matter in your hands, Mr. Felzig. In the meantime, feel free to browse the dessert carousel.
Try the Toledo surprise.
It's to die for.
Holy cats, Mr. Felton. They're gangsters.
Very perceptive. Now, go pat your face. I guess I was wondering, but how? Oh Lord in heaven, how? How?
I always thought that moment was just a little bit overplayed. So with the story well on its way, let's go to the